Morning, how are you? Hope you're good. Welcome to my channel. The plan of the day, we are still in Namibia. By the way, we are still in Namibia. You can see the environment. This is Namibia. We are still at some deserts, though there's still some green grasses and shrubs. So plan of the day, we are going to do a total of 470 kilometers to Namibia's capital city, Windhoek. That is where we are heading, using this car, Nissan X-Trail. You can see there, red in color. So guys, along the way, based on the experience we had yesterday, there is nothing much, but I'll try as much as possible to bring more content, to bring more sceneries for you, my people who are there watching my videos. Remember, you don't have to visit all these places to view all this. I can do it on your behalf. So my people, for the effort that I'm making, kindly consider subscribing to my channel, subscribing to my YouTube channel at Paul Havenfields, and on Facebook follow me at Honorable Paul Oihenya, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram at Oihenya. So guys, let's enjoy these beautiful views of Namibia. I'm going to do a proper content for you, my people. Love you all. Let's enjoy this video together, my people. Yes, now this is a Keetman shop. This is a small town in Namibia where we spent the night. Remember, we are on our day 15. Yeah, we are on episode 15, and as I had explained to you, plan of the day is to drive from Keetman shop all the way to Windhoek, the capital city of Namibia. We fueled 1,116 Namibian dollars. You convert that into Kenya shillings, you are going to get the correct amount that we spent. Food and drinks, we spent 370 Namibian dollars. Accommodation, we spent 650 Namibian dollars. Now, surprisingly, the place that we spent the night, we had one host who was very unwelcoming, who was very cold with us. I don't know whether it's because of our skin color or what was the problem. He was a white man, probably a German man. I don't know, I'm not sure about that, but he was a white man. That is where we spent the night. Yeah, we got there at around I think around 6. That is the previous day, day 14, on episode 14. As it is the issue in most cases, especially in South Africa, we would get discounts, especially if you don't book online. If you don't book online, you go direct. Remember, when you go direct to the host, they're not being charged the commission from the websites like booking.com or Airbnb. They are not being charged the commission, so they are getting the full amount that you're giving them. So we found a guest house, and we asked the guy there. He was a German man, an old mzee. We asked him how much for the accommodation. He told us 650 Namibian dollars. Oh, we asked him could he give us a small discount. He started telling us, you Africans, where are you coming from? We told him we are coming from South Africa. We are coming from the border. He asked us, at the border, have you fueled your vehicle? We told him yes. Okay, did you tell the fuel attendant to give you a discount on fuel? The fuel price, the price tag is written there. Did you tell him to reduce the price for you or to give you a discount? Then why are you telling me to reduce the price? Why do you want me to reduce the price for you? Have you gone to supermarket? Have you gone to grocery store? Did you tell them to reduce the price for you? Then why should I reduce the price? Anyway, the guy was very rude, but it was already late and we were tired. We decided to told him it's okay, we are going to pay. Yes, he told us, if you don't want to pay 650, you can go. I'm opening the gate. Okay, his English was poor, So he told us if you're not ready to pay the 650, the gate is open, you can go. We told him it's okay, we are going to pay. Then he started giving us rules. So the following morning you have to check out by 10. If you don't check out by 10, we are going to charge you an extra, I don't know, an extra 500 Namibian dollars per hour. But anyway, later on, another couple came in. I think they had the same altercations with the same mzee. After several arguments there, here and there, they just reversed their car and they went out and maybe to look accommodation from another place. So that was quite bad. Being our first host in Namibia, that guy was very rude. The guy at Ketman shop, the first hotel there, not a hotel, it looks more like a home with a very old iron sheet on your left. Bad. But anyway, other than that, Namibia was good. We were definitely enjoying. So guys, subscribe. Let's enjoy this drive together, my people. And finally the road improves. We are in Namibia. Remember, we are doing a journey from Nairobi, Kenya to Cape Town. Already we reached Cape Town. We are now on our way back, and we are in country number 7. We are in Namibia right now. The first leg of the journey, the road was not good. It was not at its best. But right now, on the second leg of the journey, that is leading to Namibia capital city, Windhoek, the road is good. The road has improved. I would say it's quite smooth, and markings are visible. Yeah, so that is something quite commendable to the government of Namibia. Mostly here you only come across transit lorries and camping vehicles, campers. The people who love adventure. Like you can see the one in front. Let me see if we can try and get close to it. Like the one in front, it's a 4x4 adventure that has everything inside. It has a tent, it has a kitchen, it has, like, it's an all-in-one vehicle. It's a vehicle and it's a moving house. So other than that, there are no other vehicles on the road. You can actually drive for 50 kilometers, or you can drive for 1 hour without coming across a single vehicle, or even coming across a single person. So let's enjoy this drive, guys. And you can see the vehicle, as I was telling you, it's a trailer actually. It's a trailer with a pickup, and this is one of the best ways to explore Africa. Big up to the company. It's called www.africaauto.co.za. That is from South Africa. I think it's the company that modified the camping gears or the camping trolley. So this is quite impressive. Let's have a look at it. It's a Land Cruiser L200 with a very good camping gears. Actually, I would say that is my dream. That is how I would want to be doing these adventures for you, my people. I would want to have those camping gears all in one vehicle. You don't need to hire a hotel. You just park somewhere. When you are tired, you cook and then you sleep. So let's continue enjoying this journey, guys. The road has improved. This is quite commendable, and I'm really hopeful. Remember, I saw some of you in the comment section telling me that I should not be happy. I should not comment about a country roads at an early stage. So I won't say it. I don't know what to say if it's going to be like this all along. But if it is like this all along, I would be very happy. A happy driver, because that means I shall be able to save on my tires and probably on my fuel. So let's enjoy this journey, guys, and consider subscribing. So guys, we just fueled at engine Oriental. We are at Oriental district in Namibia. Oriental district. You can see that is Shell petrol station, though we opted for engine, which is just next, and it's quite busy. It has more customers than the Shell, so that is why we opted for a place that has fast moving fuel, a place that most of the locals here trust. That is engine. This is Shell on the other side. Then we have another one there, I don't know the name, and we have a Nissan here, Nissan Center here. So we enjoy the trip. I want to go to a tire center. I want my tire to be checked if the pressure is okay. So let's subscribe, guys. The highway is the one there. You can see that pickup there for the Raptor. That is the main highway. We are at Oriental district in Namibia. It's like 270 kilometers to Windhoek, the capital city of Namibia. So guys, subscribe. Yeah, make sure you subscribe and you follow me. Tahiti restaurant. This is an it's called Mariento district. Mariento Toyota. There's a Toyota there in Mariento. It's a big town actually. I think we should have spent the night here. So if you are traveling from Cape Town, entering Namibia through the border that we entered, instead of spending the night at that small town that we spent, if you can save some time, some like 230 kilometers, you can come to Mariento. It looks like a bigger town. We are here at tire center. What happened, let me tell you what happened. My car has no problem. It has no problem. It's a Nissan X-Trail. I don't know whether you can see it. I'm using an action camera, DJI. But what simply happened, when I was leaving Kenya, my shock mounting was somehow worn out, though not completely worn out. So I decided to proceed with the journey and maybe change it when we get to Cape Town, South Africa. But along the way, I had a problem with the Zambian roads. Zambian roads were very rough. You're going to see it on you have seen it in my previous videos. If you haven't, just go to my previous videos. The roads there were very rough, and they were also rough on my suspension. So what happened? Remember, as I told you, the suspension, the mountain was already worn out, though not completely worn out. It was still drivable when I left Kenya, and I knew that. I was aware about it even before we started the journey. Remember, I had not purposed to use that car. I had not purposed to use this car. I had purposed to use a Skyline, Nissan Skyline, that 700cc sports car. But after doing my calculations and noticed that since it has a very big engine, that 700cc, and there is a speed limit, the countries we are going, there is no need of using a supercar. There is no need of using a sports car, and we are still going to drive at the stipulated speed limit. So I decided to use this one. It was already late. I could not go get the shock mountains changed, so I said, because they are not that bad, they're not making that much noise, I can get to Namibia, I can get to Cape Town, South Africa, and then I can be able to change the tires, I mean the mountain. But shock on me, the roads in Zambia were very pathetic. They finished the remaining part of my mountain, and that is how I drove a car with a bad shock mounting. So this is what happened. The car tilted on the driver's side. The car camber, I don't know whether you call it the camber or it tilted. So let me go check something, and then the guy is calling me. Maybe my tire is completely worn out, so just a minute. Where is it? Oh, the other side. So, as I was telling you, we are in Mariento town. So, so it interfered with the arrangement. I don't know that it's alignment. You know, it's not alignment. I would call it a cable of the vehicle. So the tires somehow angled inside. Is it a positive? I think it's a positive camber, and that is how that driver's tire is worn out on the inside. So solution right now is maybe we change it to change the mounting. But in this town this is a small town. Though there is the Nissan, there's a Nissan company, the one I had shown you there. This is Toyota, and they have told us to go and check there. I'm not quite sure if they have that spare part. You see, that is Namibia police. Yeah, police. That is Namibia police. So I'm not quite sure if they have that part, because in most service centers for vehicles, for example the Toyota Kenya, Nissan Kenya, they sell spare parts of newer cars that are within the warrant, maybe a 2020 model, 2018 model, 2025 model, but the older cars, they don't have those parts. So I don't know, but in that case, what we are going to do, we're going to just change the tire, the inner part of the tire to come to the outside part of the tire, and then we proceed to Windhoek. Windhoek is around 270 kilometers from here. Then from there we can be able to buy a mountain, and we can be able to change, because from here we are entering to Zambia. So from Namibia we enter to Zambia, and Zambia has the worst roads so far, and they are going to take the toll on the remaining parts of the tire. So, but generally the journey has been good. We haven't had any puncture along the way. We haven't had any puncture. We haven't had any tire burst. So the journey so far has been good. The fuel so far from the fuel in Botswana was good, very good. We are fueling around 95, and diesel, I think they are lighting it as PPP 50. I don't know what that one means. In Kenya we don't measure those ones, so I don't know what they mean. Again, I'm using a petrol car, so around 95 is quite good. Around 95 is quite good. In South Africa, fuel was the best. We had around 95 and around 93, but we opted for 95. Yeah, at least our car to take the XO drinks in the spirit of alcohol, so let it enjoy. So I'm going back to the tire center. It's called Trend Tire. You can see there on my left, so that I can check if they are done. Then I head to the other side to the Nissan center and see if they have those mountains. Oh, I didn't tell you the reason why we didn't change the mountains. We were to change them in what was the name of that town? Zeerust in South Africa. That was our first town. But the reason why we didn't change, it's because the prices were very high. The prices were very high. We slept at Ketman shop. The prices were very high actually in Zeerust. So a single mountain was going for it was 899 rents. That is equivalent to around 6,500 there. It's around 7,000 Kenya shillings. That was way expensive. If if I had to buy the two of them, that would have been around 1700 rents. That is over 16,000 actually. That was very expensive, so we did not do that. So we opted, in Kenya it costs 2,500 or 3,000 a piece. So for a pair in Kenya it's around 6,000. So anyway guys, he is done. Let me go check if I can get that part, then we proceed with the journey. So we are still on the journey. This is the highway from Cape Town to Windhoek in Namibia. So that's the car we are using, Nissan X-Trail. There are some insects on the road that are crossing. I'm going to attach a video or a photo. I'm attaching a photo right now. Let me see if I can spot one, so that you can tell me this one. I don't know if my camera can see. Yeah. Which animal is that? So just an update, I went to the Nissan center and I was given the quotation. So let me show you the part that has a problem. So this is the part, this one, the shock mounting, plus I think this is this ring, this rubber ring. I don't know whether it's worn out. Either of these two has a problem. But for me to change, I'm not going to change just one. I'm going to change the two of them. So here is a quotation I was given. This is the Southern Motor Maker, Pty Limited. This is a quotation they gave me for the insulator. This is the insulator. This one for the insulator. This part they are selling at 2,981. that is one piece. Okay. And for the stopper, as in, I think it's this one, if I'm not wrong, they are selling it at 1,417 Namibian dollars. So total price is 4,399.41 Namibian dollars. If you have to convert this into Kenya shillings, this is 34,000 Kenya shillings just to change on one side. So if I was to change on two sides, because ideally you're supposed to change on both wheels, I'm supposed to spend around 70,000. So I really don't know how people survive here. That is why there is a very huge inequality between the rich and the poor, because if you are not rich here, how do you buy mountain shocks at a price of 70,000 Kenya shillings? Yeah. And let me tell you something. Do you see these two parts, this and this combined? This one in Kenya, and let me tag the company, VDE Shocks. It's located in Eastern Bypass and in town Gara. They were selling these parts to me. They gave me a quotation of 2,500. I think 2,500 or 3,000. They can correct me. Quotation of 2,500 or 3,000 a pair. I mean, not a pair. This one. So for the two wheels, that would be a total of 5,000 or 6,000 maximum with free labor. Now something else, I changed the tire. Let me show you what I was saying. I don't know whether you can see. Here it is already worn out. It's already worn out here. Here is not worn out. Still, you see, there is still a groove. So here is still good. Here is worn out. So this was the inner part. Was the inside this one. And now what we have done, you can see this one is good here. So the inside we brought it outside. We exchanged. We turned it here outside. So now the inner, this now part, the one that is good, it's going to get worn out also. It's going to look like this one now. But one thing I know is that this tire now is going to take us to Kenya. We are in Namibia right now. It's going to take us to Kenya, and I'll be able to buy a new tire. A new tire is around 10 to 12,000 Kenya shillings, and change the mountings. The mountings are top there. I don't know whether you can see. These shocks are new. I bought this one before I left Kenya. These ones are new. So So for a tire is around 10,000. So if I'm to change the tire and the mounting of 5,000, not 5,000, over 3,000, so that's a total of 13,000. I'm still even a fraction of what I would have spent here. So I don't know how people here are surviving. To change this tire from the inside to outside, I have spent 100 Namibian dollars. 100 Namibian dollars, that is equivalent to 780 Kenya shillings. Just changing, not a tire, not puncture repair, just changing. The one that we pay in Kenya, we pay 100 bob Kenya shillings. Here I have paid 780 Kenya shillings. You see those bikers? You see them? There are two. People here love adventure. You can see them. Look at the adventure. Hey, Namibia, people love adventure, man. People love adventure. People love adventure, man. So these are stop signs, these are stopovers that I would really love. I would wish if Kenya you had something like this, such stopovers. Kenya, if there is any person from Kenya, from Kura, from Kera who is watching this video, kindly please introduce these things, man, on the highway, with a dustbin there. And I saw some with a toilet. Some even have a toilet. So guys, I'm really shocked here. I don't know how. I feel for people who don't have money in Namibia and in South Africa, because if you don't have money, how are you going to pay 70,000 to change shocks? So my people, let me hop in the car and enjoy the trip to Windhoek. Okay, I'll still check at Windhoek. We see if we can get cheaper mountains. If we don't, just proceed the journey to Tanzania or to Kenya, because I know Tanzania is way cheaper than even Kenya. So let's enjoy it, guys. The journey continues. You're still on the main highway, and you can see some bikers. There are some bikers in front of us. I think that is why the car in front of me is not able to overtake. You can see the sun, my people. We are in the desert. But by the way, this is a complete opposite of what I expected of a desert. I thought a desert has nothing, like the desert we see in the Kalahari desert. Is it Kalahari or the one that is in Libya? But surprisingly, this desert has something. It has vegetation, it has grass. There are so many goats, and not goats, sheep. Yeah, there are so many sheep and ram in this place. So I caught up with the riders. I don't know, the guy in front of me is hindering me. Otherwise I would have taken a good footage, a cross footage of them. So they are driving at a speed of around 130 kilometers per hour. So let me try and overtake this car so that I can take another footage if possible. So here are the bikers. There are very many actually. They have super bikes, those big BMW bikes that are used in the presidential escort, the likes of Mustafa Convict. Some are two, some are in pairs. Yes, some are in pairs. So let's enjoy the views. The bikers have already some overtaken some. There are others in front of me. Overtaking these guys, man, is not possible. These bikes are doing over 180. You can see my speed, and still I can't get any closer to them. Remember, we are still in Namibia. I don't know if this is another district. Maybe people from Namibia can enlighten me if this is in which district. And something else, we are like 100 kilometers to Namibia, not Namibia per se, to Namibia capital city, which is Windhoek. 100 kilometers to Namibia capital city, Windhoek. That is where we are headed right now. So we'll be there in the next like 1 hour 30 minutes. So the temperatures here are a bit hot right now. It's 25 degrees, but that is not that bad considering we are in a desert. And actually it's not a desert per se. It's a desert. It's just a desert by word. But when you are here, you'll see there are people who live here. There are people who do livestock farming. So it's a good town so far. There's a small lorry there. Here cars in the car in southern African countries. That is Botswana, South Africa, so far now Namibia. Hey, they are driving fast, man. You can see that small lorry. I don't know whether it's a canter or a dyna or yeah, it's a jack actually. I've seen it. It's jack JAC. That is from China. It's a Chinese truck. The one that is overtaking right now. You can see it's carrying some construction materials. I have tried to overtake, not even to overtake, to catch up with it without success. I have tried to catch up with it without success, and I was doing around an average of quite high speed, yes, but I could not catch up with that truck, that jack JAC. It's a small truck, the size of a Nissan Dyna. Is it a Nissan or a Toyota Dyna? Yeah, the size of it. So I don't know what kind of engine it has, or it's the driver, or it's the Chinese technology. Welcome to Windhoek. Finally, we made it, guys. We are in Windhoek. That is the capital city of Namibia. Capital city of Namibia. And I can say on our day 15, it went as smooth. I don't know. I would say as smooth as what. Let me just say as smooth as possible. Plan right now is to look for food where we can get proper food. That's the first plan. The other one is to get a SIM card. Yeah, we want to get a SIM card. Remember, at the border, that is at the Namibian South African border, the one that we used, there were no shops there. And SIM cards, it's like SIM cards here in South Africa are not sold, not South Africa, sorry, here in Namibia, they are not sold on the streets. And surprisingly, I was shocked getting a SIM card in Namibia. I don't know, it's like applying for a loan. So like for applying for a loan or for a car asset financing, the kind of paperwork, the kind of questions you'll be asked, the documents that you're required to provide, and a lot of shenanigans. Like there's a lot of bureaucracy when it comes to acquiring a SIM card. It took us, we went to one of the service providers. We queued there for almost 2 hours. Actually, we queued there for almost 2 hours, and then when it got to our turn to be served, it took us almost 30 to 40 minutes seated there with the attendant, asking us questions about why we need a SIM card, where we are from, the whole bureaucracy of getting a SIM card in Namibia. The whole experience was not good. We finally managed to buy one plus data for 120 Namibian dollars, but the internet was not good. The internet was a bit slow comparing with the South African internet. I would say the internet was quite slow. But out of the countries that we have traveled so far, I would say Kenya so far has one of the fastest internet. So guys, let's continue enjoying this city. We are now exploring the city, the Namibia Windhoek city, which is the capital city of Namibia. I would say it's quite let me not say a small town, because I don't want to be roasted on the comment section like it happened in another video I did about South Africa. But from my own perspectives or from my own views, I would say it's a moderate, or let me just say a small city. Very few people. Remember the population in Namibia. Namibia, I think, is one of the least populated countries in the whole of Africa. One of the least populated countries in the whole of Africa. So we are few. You can see we have some cars on the road, but very few people. I know maybe you are wondering. You're not even spotting. Like it's hard even to spot a person walking. But inside the CBD, there are several people here and there. We saw a museum. Yeah, we did not explore the museum, but maybe in my next visit I'm going to explore all those touristic sites. We have the deserts, we have the dunes. So far we have not done the dunes, but you have to stay tuned and watch for the episode 16, and we see if you are going to explore the dunes. But for this episode, we are not going to explore the sand dunes. We saw the parliament of Namibia. We also saw the church. I don't know if I'm going to spot it on this video, but it's on this video. The big church, the main landmark for Namibia, the main landmark for Windhoek. Actually, we saw that church, and we took that roundabout, and the whole views and everything was scenic. It was beautiful. The roads were good. They were marked, though someone from South Africa told me that the marking of the roads in South Africa in major highways is done. You see the church. Thank you. Let me cut my story short now. Let me show you the church. Here is the church ahead. This is a main landmark in Namibia, the church. Yeah, maybe next time I'll try and explore. You see, those are two people walking. Just imagine we are inside the city. We are in the CBD. Those are two people. You just seen two people there. I want you to compare and contrast. Joburg, Nairobi, Kenya, or even in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. The number of people you'd come across. Actually, walking in Nairobi town, it's so the whole of it is like it feels like being diced. It's like a roulette game, being diced from one place to another, cause there's so many people sometimes you can't even see ground. Cause everywhere you look, people walking, people rushing from one place to another, people rushing. So the city is quite green considering Namibia is dry. See, we still have some trees, which I think this is commendable for the government of Namibia. Remember, anything is possible, even in the Arab countries, that is the Middle East. Those countries are very dry, but they have one of the greenest cities, yeah, that we have in the world. They are one of the greenest. Like even a city like Nairobi, which is considered the green city under the sun, it's not that green as compared to some of the cities in the Gulf, that is in the Middle East. Okay, you see, cars here have changed. If you are to compare cars here and the ones that are in South Africa, a very huge difference. Here you have relatively older cars, meaning probably they were imported used. Unlike it is the case in South Africa, whereby most of the cars, especially in major towns like Cape Town, most of the cars there were zero mileage. They are simply brand new. But like you see this Golf, this is a Golf, I don't know which mark, but probably it's a 2005 or 2006 model. In South Africa, they have a factory there for Volkswagen. I think the Golfs, and the other one Polo. So if this was in South Africa, probably this one would be in those what do you call those places that are crowded, that have slums like Soweto. Maybe it would be there. But remember, we also saw this common in Lesotho also, they have such kind of cars, the one that have been used in South Africa, and then they import to that is the people from Lesotho, they import those cars from South Africa. So guys, this is Windhoek. The roads are a bit good. I would say the roads are good. The painting, as I was telling you, the kind of someone told me that the temperature here gets up to around 40 something degrees Celsius, but still that is not an excuse, because even in the Middle East, like Dubai, roads there are well marked, and considering the heat, their temperatures are even higher than in Namibia, and the roads there are the paint you see here, the paint is not, it's not visible. I showed you in another video, the paint is not visible. We're going to see the accommodation for tonight on day 15. Sorry, remember our accommodation on day 14 was not the best. The first accommodation was not the best, though the guy had good internet. Actually, he had good Wi-Fi, but the latency was very high. I don't know why. We could even get a latency of 50 ms. That is way high, making the internet, yes, it's fast, but slow to connect. It lags a lot. Before you can connect to a site, the internet takes centuries. Remember in Kenya, the latency in most network providers, in most internet providers, is below 10. Even others with a latency of 1 ms, even others 0 ms. Just imagine 0 ms, the kind of crazy speeds. And I'm not talking about those crazy speeds like it's the case in China or Japan, where you're getting even 1 gigabyte per second. No, I'm not talking about that. talking about what you need to use as a normal person. Yeah, you're not some kind of you're not operating some kind of spaceship craft that you need to use 1 GB. You need an internet that is 1 GB per second, 1 GBs. No. A normal person with a speed of, let's say, around 50 Mbps and a latency of less than 10 ms, uploads around 50, downloads around there 50 or 40 something. That's a good speed for a normal person who is watching content that are 4K, who is also uploading content that is 4K and what have you. Okay, so here we are still sourcing for SIM card, and that was when we realized that they're not sold on the streets or on the shops, but rather you have to go to their internet, their network provider. We were only told there are two. I don't know how correct that is. We were told there are two network providers, so we went to a mall. There's a certain mall that we went, and that is where we actually got assistance. Mode of transport here in Namibia, they majorly use small cars, like it was the case in Botswana, Lesotho. They use cars like Honda Fit, the ones that are used as taxis here in Kenya. Taxi in Kenya is not the same taxi in South Africa. So when I say taxi, I don't mean the vehicles that you share with other passengers. No, I mean that special taxi that you just alone, you just request for one. Let's say like Uber, you request and you're just alone in that car. That is what I mean as taxi here in Kenya. Though we have some major brands here, you have seen we have Ford, we have Mercedes, we have some brands from China, we have Toyota, that is Toyota. So we have those brands that sell zero mileage cars. So I don't want to rule out that they don't have zero mileage cars. They do. Like you see the Polo there, that Polo is relatively new, even though it's not the latest model, it's still relatively new. So this is Namibia, and yeah, here is the same thing we are looking for. Actually, we are looking for food. And being in a foreign country, let me tell you, it comes with its own challenges, especially if you don't have a local tour guide. If you don't have a local tour guide, you're going to face some of these challenges because you don't know where people eat, you don't know local joints there, so you're just going to rely probably on Google Map. What is indicated on the Google Map, that is what you're going to rely on, and maybe the signages on the roads. And surprisingly, the whole of Southern Africa, when I say Southern African, I mean all those SADC countries, their signages, I don't know whether it's a government regulation, but their signages are very few, not that visible as compared to signages in Kenya. If you have been to Kenya, if you have not been to Kenya, check I'm going to do more content about Kenya, by the way. Once I'm back to Kenya, I'll do an exploration of the whole country. We have 47 counties. I'm going to explore all of them one by one, and I'm going to upload all of it on my channel here, so that for you people who are not Kenyans, you can watch and you can compare notes, you can compare what I've been telling you. So as I was telling you, signages, you see, like we are in town here and there are very few signages, and that is something good, by the way. It makes a town look clean. You see too many signboards, too many billboards, too many LCD screens like the one we have in Thailand. To make a town look somehow disorganized, look busy, and even in some cases look dirty, and even some showing unnecessary content. So I would say this is a plus. Yeah, I would say this is a plus. But when you come in Kenya, you have so many signages, signage for everything. Even a small hotel, a small cafe, it has a signage. Even someone with a shop, just a normal kiosk, they have a signage. Someone who is doing massage, like in Kilimani, they have a signage. So that is one of the culture shocks that I experienced. The food here was great. It was relatively cheaper. By the way, as you you come towards, as you drive towards East Africa, foods become cheaper. So as you go down to South Africa, food becomes more expensive, but as you come back to East Africa, food becomes cheaper, and even accommodation becomes cheaper, but fuel becomes more expensive. So as you approach East Africa, fuel prices increases, or fuel prices raise. So I don't know, maybe there is always an equilibrium. So you have to sacrifice either food, or you sacrifice and get a um, cheaper fuel. You see the car there on my left hand side, the one that has number on its tailgate. That's a taxi. It's a public means of transport here. If there are buses, maybe one or two. I didn't come. I think, yeah, I came across one bus, but there are very few buses here. When you come to Nairobi, the city is bustling with so many colorful buses, very big. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, and I'll really appreciate. Okay, see you guys. I love you all. See you in the next episode 16, guys, as we explore Rondo.